Hi everybody, Martin Cowan, contributing editor for tnoooz here. I've got David Chappl, who's the Group Event Director for Travel Technology Europe and the Business Travel Show downstairs as well. So David, thanks for making the time to join us on tnoozLIVE at TTE, and thanks also for inviting tnoooz to do tnoozLIVE at TTE.
It's great that you're doing that as well.
Okay, so how's the event been for you? Just give us a sort of overview in terms of how you see it. Initial numbers and the response from exhibitors so far.
So we're a day and a half in on a 2-day show. So yesterday the show was rammed with travel tech buyers and hotel tech buyers. We've seen a quite a significant increase both in the quality and the quantity of the audience, and we'll be giving a lot more detail about the makeup of that audience in the weeks to come after the show. Well, the exhibitors have been saying some great things about the show, good conversations. Exhibitors have been having appointments as well through our diary system, as well as walks up as well. So it's been a great day and a half actually. We're really pleased. I'm exhausted as well.
Yeah, well, trade shows can be exhausting. I've heard. Yeah. You've been doing Travel Technology Europe for 16 years, is that correct?
That's right,
I mean, we did the TTE Disrupt last night, and I was quite surprised that the show had been going on for 16 years and you've been overseeing it. So in that time, I mean, quite a lot has changed evidently over the past 16 years. But maybe just thinking in the last 2 or 3 years, what have you noticed has changed in terms of the visitor profile, the exhibitor profile? I mean, how do you what's different now?
I think I'm not sure the show is different, really. I mean, it's a very well established event. People see it as a firm fixture in the calendar. The industry also view it as a very specialist tech event as well. So we only get tech buyers coming along to this event. We've seen a growth in hotel tech at the show here for the last 3 years. And then looking forward to 2019 and 2020, we'd be looking to grow the hotel tech area for the event. Travel tech has always been a staple for this show. We get lots of travel agents and tour operators and OTAs, coming along to this event, looking to find technology that'll help them streamline processes, save some money, or indeed, help them get more customers as well. So that's pretty much why they come to this event.
It's quite interesting that you're talking about the hotel tech side having sort of grown over the past couple of years. Certainly on tnoooz, we report exclusively on tech, and one of the things that we've noticed is that there's a lot more action in the hotel tech space than there has been previously, and that action is coming from small independent innovative businesses, as well as the massive Expedias and Pricelines that are doing a lot with hotel tech now, pivoting to be sort of like B2B, tech providers for the clients that they sell. So I mean, it reflects that. I mean, one thing that I sort of note is that there are sort of some tech companies downstairs. What normally we would think as travel tech companies, and now see themselves almost as part of the business travel space. I mean, is that just something to do with the layout of the event, or are they more interested in getting closer to the business travel community?
There's a mix of tech suppliers downstairs. So they are targeting 2 audience sectors there. So the primary audience that the tech companies downstairs want to meet are corporate travel managers. So these are the guys who are managing the corporate travel spend for both large, medium and small organisations. So you get like expense management and corporate cards and stuff like that. And there's also 1 or 2 exhibitors down there that are looking to sell technology to TMCs, so analytics and booking tools to the TMC community. So upstairs, travel tech is very much the way I describe it to a layperson, really, it's the technology that anybody would use to book a holiday, and the technology downstairs is the technology that you would use to book a business trip.
That's quite a nice distinction. I think that's a good layperson's overview. So I mean, looking ahead, you mentioned sort of 2019, 2020. I mean, what is there anything new in the offing? I mean, presumably your planning cycle for next year probably
It's already
hasn't
started.
kicked into gear, but it will have already started. So is there anything that you can
Yeah, so we
share with what you
so
might
we've
be
already
doing next
started
year?
thinking about 2019. So when we draw the floor plan, which we started thinking about was about 2 months ago now. So we'll be pushing more into what we call the West Hall here. So looking at expansion, as I said earlier, into the hotel tech area. We're investing in our interactive playground feature that we had at this year's show, which is kind of looking at all the latest in AR and VR. So we'll be looking to invest a little bit more into that, and also incorporate that into the launchpad area as well, which is looking at all the the latest disruptive technologies from startup businesses from around Europe. So it'll be kind of a tech playground where you can come and see and touch and experience all the new technologies that would be relevant for hotels and travel agents and tour operators. The other thing that's really good at this event as well, we have like tech huddles. So these are like little campfires. So you get like a dozen or so.
Metaphorically.
Yeah. So you get like a dozen people huddling together, talking about stuff that I have really no idea what they're talking about, but it means a lot to them. So they talk about the latest things in agile and how they're going to use VR in their businesses. What's the new thing coming up, and it's kind of a knowledge sharing environment. So we'll be looking to put a few more of those in. They're very, very popular.
Okay, great. Okay, so it's great that we've got David here to help me wrap up tnoozLIVE at TTE, because David invited us to be the streaming partner. So we're just sort of wrapping up now for the day. I'd like to thank David again. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, OTA Insight and CodeGen. Without their support, this wouldn't have been possible, so thanks very much to the teams there. This is me signing off live. All the interviews we've done over the past 2 days will be archived, edited, posted onto YouTube, so you haven't heard the last of tnoozLIVE at TTE. And just to let you know, we're also doing tnoozLIVE at ITB in a couple of weeks' time, so we'll fill you in on that shortly. So once again, thanks very much for making the time to join us, and hopefully we'll be back again next year. Thank you. Bye.